Did you know that 92.7% of people abandon their long-term goals because they cannot maintain daily discipline? It is a number that makes us think about the fragility of our intentions when confronted with the reality of continuous effort. As the great Earl Nightingale reminded us, the key to success is not in great sporadic leaps, but in consistent daily discipline. But before we explore this topic in depth, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell to not miss any video. Nightingale's idea deeply echoes in modern psychology and practical philosophy, resonating with millennia of accumulated wisdom about human nature and personal fulfillment. It is not about waiting for divine inspiration or for a wave of motivation that may never arrive, a common mistake that paralyzes us in the inertia of procrastination. It is, yes, about building the habit brick by brick, day after day, even on those gray days when the will seems to have evaporated like dew under the hot sun. Discipline is not a volatile and inconstant feeling like motivation, which arises and disappears at the whim of emotional winds. Discipline is a conscious, firm, and deliberate choice, an action repeated with intention and purpose that molds character in the fire of persistence and reconfigures the brain in profound ways, creating new neural pathways, strengthening synaptic connections that make effort progressively more natural, almost instinctive, over time. It is the silent yet powerful force that transforms vague intentions, ethereal dreams, and promises to the wind into concrete, tangible results that we can touch and feel the weight of accomplishment. We live in an era of instant gratification, immersed in an ocean of immediate stimuli, bombarded by incessant digital distractions that hijack our attention like modern pirates, relentlessly eroding our ability to focus, diluting our mental energy into myriads of notifications and infinite feeds. The culture of the hack and meteoric success, so propagated on social networks, sells us the dangerous illusion that consistent effort is old-fashioned, outdated, almost shameful, as if there were always a magic shortcut, a secret formula for instant success, without the need for hard work and continuous dedication. We are conditioned from an early age to seek immediate pleasure, easy and quick reward, to give up at the first sign of discomfort when progress is not visible overnight, completely forgetting that the greatest and most lasting achievements are cultivated in the garden of silent perseverance, watered with the water of constant discipline, far from the ephemeral spotlights of instant fame. Within each of us, at each dawn and with each challenge, a constant battle is waged, an internal war between the angel of discipline and the demon of procrastination, the seductive voice of procrastination, which whispers promises of immediate pleasure and escape from discomfort against the insistent, although often muffled, whisper of our best version, the one that yearns for growth, fulfillment, and purpose. It is ancestral laziness against unexplored potential, the illusory comfort of the known and familiar against the exciting yet frightening challenge of personal growth and the expansion of our limits. Recognizing this duality inherent to the human condition, this almost programmed internal resistance that pulls us down like invisible anchors whenever we try to rise above mediocrity, is the first crucial step, the awakening of consciousness that precedes any genuine change. It is facing our own shadow, diving into the depths of our unconscious to confront the part of us that fears effort, that clings to the comfort zone like a shipwrecked person to a piece of wood, that persistently doubts its own ability to change, to transcend self-imposed limitations. But, and here lies the crucial point, the final choice is always, irrevocably yours. You can continue hostage to your momentary impulses, slave to your ephemeral desires, dancing to the fleeting music of instant gratification, or you can choose, with courage and determination, to act aligned with your deepest values, with your Most authentic dreams with the vision of the person you genuinely want to become, even when it is uncomfortable, even when laziness screams louder, even when the path seems long and arduous. Authentic discipline is not an oppressive straitjacket, imposed from the outside, a set of rigid and inflexible rules that stifle spontaneity and the joy of life. On the contrary, it is an internal decision, a daily act of courage, a silent declaration of self-love and commitment to oneself. It is choosing to do what needs to be done, not because it is easy, not because it is pleasant at the moment, but precisely because it is important, fundamental, essential for building the life you dream of, for the manifestation of your maximum potential, for the full realization of who you were born to be. And the fruits of this conscious and continuous choice are absolutely transformative, transcending the sphere of external and material success. With each small victory over inertia, with each goal achieved through persistent effort, your self-confidence blossoms like a rare flower in the desert, its petals opening to the sun of self-esteem. Consistency, as a universal law of nature, generates tangible, visible results, which in turn feed intrinsic motivation, creating a virtuous cycle of growth and fulfillment. You develop resilience, the ability to get up stronger after each fall. Learn to navigate wisely through the inevitable obstacles and storms of life, and discover, with surprise and gratitude, an unshakable inner strength, a reservoir of personal power that you never even imagined existed within yourself. Discipline, in its deepest essence, not only builds external success, material achievements and social recognition, but forges an unshakable character, a strong and flexible moral backbone, and cultivates a deep sense of inner peace, contentment, and clear purpose, a beacon that guides your steps on the journey of life. Recognizing this duality, this internal battle between wanting and doing, between the ideal and the real, is like finally seeing the map of your own mental labyrinth. For centuries, philosophy invites us to this journey of self-knowledge, from the ancient Greeks with the Know Thyself inscribed in the Temple of Delphi, to the existentialists of the 20th century, who remind us of our total responsibility for the construction of our being. Modern psychology, in turn, unveils the mechanisms behind procrastination, often rooted in unconscious fears, in the pursuit of paralyzing perfectionism, or in simple aversion to discomfort. Imagine that your mind is a vast and fertile garden. Discipline is the diligent gardener who daily cultivates the plants you choose to flourish, while procrastination is the weed which stealthily spreads, suffocating growth and consuming the precious nutrients of the soil. If you neglect the garden, the weeds will inevitably take over, and the beauty and potential abundance will be lost in the midst of chaos. Similarly, if you do not cultivate discipline in your life, your goals and dreams may be suffocated by inertia and lack of consistent action. Think about great achievements in history: the pyramids of Egypt, the construction of the internet, the creation of works of art that transcend generations. None of this arose from a magic trick or a single moment of inspiration. It was years, decades, centuries of hard work, of meticulous effort, of tireless discipline of thousands, millions of people over time. Discipline is the invisible glue that unites the fragments of time, talent, and effort, transforming them into something grand and lasting. And make no mistake, discipline is not the enemy of creativity or spontaneity. On the contrary, it is the structure that liberates true creativity. A musician needs to discipline himself to practice scales and technical exercises before being able to improvise complex and exciting melodies. A writer needs to discipline himself to sit at the table and write, even when the words seem to flee, to then give life to characters and stories that touch the human soul. Discipline is not a prison, but rather a stage where your talents can shine with intensity and purpose. Neuroscientifically, Discipline is intrinsically linked to neuroplasticity, the incredible ability of the brain to remodel itself and adapt throughout life. Each act of discipline, each time you choose to do what needs to be done, instead of what is easier or more pleasant at the moment, you are literally strengthening the neural pathways associated with self-control and willpower. It's like exercising a mental muscle. In the beginning, it may be difficult, even painful, but with constant practice, the muscle strengthens, and what once seemed like a Herculean effort becomes progressively easier and more natural. Think about learning to ride a bicycle. In the beginning, you fall, lose balance, feel fear, but with persistence and daily practice, the brain creates new neural connections, balance becomes automatic, and the joy of riding freely rewards all the initial effort. Discipline works in the same way, shaping your brain for success, for fulfillment, for the life you aspire to build. And it is important to emphasize that discipline does not mean perfection. It means constant progress, even if slow and gradual. There will be days when you will fail, when procrastination will win the battle momentarily. This is part of the human journey. The important thing is not to avoid falls, but rather to get up faster each time, learn from mistakes, adjust the route, and move forward with renewed determination. Imagine a high-performance athlete. He does not train only on days when he feels motivated or inspired. He trains every day, rain or shine, whether tired or energized, because he knows that consistency is the key to success. Discipline is what separates amateurs from professionals, dreamers from achievers, those who only desire success from those who effectively achieve it. Discipline is the bridge that connects your dreams to reality, your intentions to actions, your unexplored potential to your most realized and authentic version. It is the most powerful tool you have to shape your destiny, to build the life you genuinely want to live, to leave your mark on the world in a meaningful and lasting way. Remember, the journey of discipline is not a sprint, but rather a marathon. It is not about instant perfection, but about constant progress, about small daily steps that, accumulated over time, will take you to places you never even imagined possible. Start small, set realistic and achievable goals, celebrate each small victory, learn from stumbling blocks, and never, ever give up on yourself and your infinite potential. Believe in the transformative power of discipline. Embrace the challenge of continuous growth and discover the unshakable strength that resides within you, just waiting to be awakened by your conscious decision to act with discipline and purpose day after day towards the extraordinary life you deserve and are fully capable of creating. And now, stop for a moment and reflect deeply. If discipline is the master key to open the doors of your maximum potential, what is the first small step, seemingly insignificant, but crucial, that you can take today, right now, to start building the life of your dreams? Share your answer in the comments below. Inspire other people with your journey. And don't forget to leave your like on this video if it made sense to you. Comment your impressions and subscribe to the channel to receive more content that encourages you to live a fuller, more meaningful and disciplined life.